Hi friends, this is Hibiki from Team Leeki and I'm here with my teammate Osiris.
Hey, Hibiki. Hey, everyone at home. This is Lee and the other half that makes up Team Leeki.
Very nice. So as you guys may know, we are part of the Pokemon Multi-Battle League, as you can see from that pretty logo on the right hand side there. And today we're gonna draw a super cool logo for our team.
Or try.
Yeah, we try. So I'm gonna leave most of the drawing to my mate Osiris here because I'm actually terrible at drawing stuff. But I'll be adding highlights and stuff to it, so...
And yeah, we should be alright. Like, I was saying to you earlier that my girlfriend's a textiles designer, so she has like a whack on, so I've stolen that for this episode.
Yeah, we're using pro technology here, so...
And it's not going to help us, because you did like a practice run, and it still looked like...
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get into it. So we'll be drawing a logo, and then we'll talk a little bit about the team we drafted. Maybe a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about matchups that we're confident about. Maybe matchups that might give us some trouble. So if you want to learn more about our draft and how we're gonna approach this season of Multi-Battle League, make sure to watch all of the video.
Yeah, and you can kind of we'll link the YouTube channel and the Twitter.
Yeah, all the resources are gonna be down there. So like the MBL actually has a Twitter now. They have their own YouTube channel where they post updates and stuff. So if you want to stay tuned, make sure to follow them on Twitter. There's also a public Discord for fans, so make sure to join that. I'm gonna put the link in the description below as well.
And vote for Team Leeki.
Vote for Team Leeki, yeah. We need support. We're actually one of the teams with the lowest amount of support right now. You can actually check it on the public Discord right now, if we have it here. So Team Leeki right now on the fan Discord has a whopping 18 members, and if we compare that to, for example, Team Subs, they have 94. So
wow.
We need your support, guys. Oh, actually, we have 12. We only have 12. What I was saying, I was looking at Team Drinking Bros. We have the lowest members on our team right now, so we need your support, guys.
But
we're yeah,
definitely the underdogs. Guys, go on and just
go on the Discord right now. Pause this video, go on the Discord, join Team Leeki, and then come back here. So it's probably gonna pick up though after the first week, you know, when people start seeing us play and the other teams as well that might have low amount of support right now. So once the first week is done, then people will probably take notice of the not so well-known teams. So I'm optimistic here.
I'm hopeful as well. We'll definitely. And by the end of it, you know, depending on how we do, we might have the most. I don't know if we'll ever take over Team Dream Ball though. They seem to be.
We're still out for the win here though, so we'll give our best every week. We got this.
Cool.
So
we decided, like, on the logo, it's going to be all based around Ambipom. Yeah?
So Ambipom, really cool Pokemon. Probably going to be one of our more, you know, well-known Pokemon on the draft because it's easy to recognize. You know, it's a little bit of a silly Pokemon. And I believe it's also one of your favorites.
Yeah, definitely. One of my favorites. Like, as soon as it came out, it's, like, such a cool Pokemon. It's got, I don't know what it is. It's just fun. And it's like, design's really cool. Loads of hate though, which I don't understand. I'm like, it's a monkey, it's got two tails and hands on the end of its tails, and it's purple, and it's just cool. So yeah. Yeah,
so we're gonna center around that a bit. So Lee's probably gonna start drawing up a very nice looking Ambipom here.
You want me to just go?
Yeah, sure. Just go ahead and like start scribbling and stuff.
Brace yourself, guys. I'm gonna try and get this like in the center somewhere, so we can kind of. Okay, I'll try and draw its face first.
Okay, so while Lee is starting to figure out how to draw an Ambipom, I guess I can talk about the draft a little.
Yeah.
Have you actually started? Oh, there we go. So as you guys can see, I actually put our team on there on the top right corner. As you can see, we have a team. Okay, this is actually in order as well, so it goes from like top to bottom and left to right. So first Pokemon we drafted was Necrozma. We were actually last pick in the draft, so all the other teams were able to draft a Pokemon before us. So this was actually the 12th Pokemon drafted in the draft overall. That means a lot of the cool S-tier Pokemon were gone by then. Which we didn't mind too much. We actually didn't have a grand plan or anything at the start. But we had, like, after seeing what some people were drafting from the S-tier, we started figuring out, okay, what do we want to do? And because we're last pick in the draft, it also means we get to pick 2 Pokemon once each time, because it's a snake draft, so it like goes from top to bottom, then bottom to top. So I was thinking that Necrozma still being available and me not thinking people would draft it, I kind of suggested that we might go with something like Necrozma and Mega Gyarados for our first pick. Because they have good type synergy. Necrozma, incredible Pokemon in our opinion. It has lots of tools. It has Trick Room, it has Gravity, it has Screens, it even has Stealth Rock. So it has lots of cool moves. It also gets its own Psychic type Hyper Beam sort of. It's a little bit stronger than Hyper Beam in perfect accuracy, but you know you have to have one turn of cooldown after using it, which is pretty good to use as a Z move. So we got that as a big nuke. And just incredible Pokemon roll. People keep calling it a bad Mew, which we don't really agree with.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it might be true in some aspects, but Necrozma still has some things going on about it that set it off from Mew. I'm not gonna say it's better or worse than it, but it's not like they're just like the same and one is worse than the other. That's not true at all. So I think a lot of our team building in each week is gonna center around how we are gonna use Necrozma because it's so versatile in terms of move pool. There's like so many different ways you can play it, and it might seem a little bit weird to use like the support kind of Pokemon as our S tier, but the fact that it brings so much to the table in terms of moves, in terms of team support, makes it really, really strong, you know, centerpiece of a team for us. So that's why we went with that. And then we have Mega Gyarados, probably one of the best Megas to draft in the draft here, as most Megas are either banned or not available yet because the Mega Stones haven't been released. And we just thought the Mega Gyarados was very valuable here. You know, you have Intimidate in its regular form, and then you have the Dark type to go with Necrozma once you go Mega. Very strong attack. We have Mold Breaker for Rotoms that might be running around. So lots of cool tools. We can do Dragon Dance stuff. We have other options there. So a very solid Mega, good damage output there. It works well in both Tailwind or Trick Room environment, or you know, no speed control at all because of Dragon Dance. So it just fits
between like the Gyarados and the Necrozma is like super nice as well.
Yeah, they have really good synergy. It's just like that Mega Gyarados just really goes well with all the support Necrozma can provide, whether it's Trick Room or Stealth Rocks or Screens or whatever, just because of how Mega Gyarados is in terms of its stat distribution. You know, mid-speed tier, good bulk, good attack, so I think it goes really well with the overall theme we wanted to go with our team when we were drafting Necrozma. Which brings us to our next two picks. One of them is going to be Sylveon, the Fairy type, to go with our Gyarados and Necrozma pick. Kind of a similar reason to Mega Gyarados. You know, the speed tier it sits at makes it so it works both in and out of Trick Room, even with Tailwind. So we are very flexible there, how we want to play this Sylveon. It has lots of different stats. It has like Calm Mind stats. It has choice specs. You have support moves like Helping Hand. So very good Pokemon. And looking at the other teams, a lot of teams should be very afraid of Hyper Waste from Sylveon. Like there's a lot of fair weaknesses going around, or just like weaknesses to strong spread moves in general. So having that is really, really good. Mega Beat,
so good, like
so good, right?
Like, it has like quick attack for like that priority if you want.
Yeah, there's so many shenanigans we can use.
Yeah, and Helping Hand.
Yeah,
and, like loads of different options. I think it's going to be like just a really kind of like, it's definitely a Pokemon that players need to kind of prepare for, and I think we can really take advantage of that.
Yeah, you just put on so much pressure by putting on field, because you can either go for strong Hyper Voices or go for crazy team support stuff.
Yeah.
And that brings us over to Mega Beedrill, which is pretty much like, I pushed for that, like Lee was kind of opposed. Not really opposed, but we were like, hey, do we really want to have Mega Beedrill?
Yeah, it's kind of like, because I've never used it before, because
Yeah.
it's one of those Pokemon that you kind of like, you know, from like last season when you kind of like, it first got released and you have a look at its stats and you think, yeah, its speed's great, its attack's great, but it's such a glass cannon. What can it do like outside of that? It's, and I was a bit like, I don't know. But then you kind of justified.
Yeah,
like,
I kind of tried to sell it to Lee here as much as I can.
You did a good job, man. I'm like totally behind it. I'm like, it's a big Tapu killer. It's gonna do work. It's gonna be cool to use it as well, because it's like really a bit of an obscure choice as well. So
yeah, so the cool thing about Mega Beedrill that some people do not realize yet is it's not that much of common knowledge, I think, that Mega Pokemon actually got changed in a way that you get the new speed you have after Megaing on the turn you Mega. So Mega Beedrill, I think it has like 70 or 80 base speed in its base form, but as a Mega it has 140, and with the change it now has that 140 base speed on the turn it Megas. So you have access to that super high speed right away, which is really cool. So Mega Beedrill is going to be the fastest thing on the field most of the time. As you said, it's a Tapu killer. It has that adaptability Poison Jab, which I think 1 EKOs all the Tapu pretty easily.
Doesn't it get that, like, is it Fell Stinger as well?
Yeah, it has Fell Stinger. It gives you +3 attack if you get a knockout in something. So that could be a really cool attack we can use in some matchups. It has access to a really strong U-turn, of course, which is also amazing. Like, adaptability U-turn from a Mega Beedrill is gonna hurt a lot. And it's gonna go real well because it's very frail, so like fading in and out of battle is gonna be really good with it. And there's also the big thing that it gets access to Tailwind, so thanks to move tutors, Beedrill is actually a Pokemon that has access to Tailwind. And it being base 140 speed means you should be able to get your Tailwind most of the time before getting taunted or knocked out or anything like that. So we now have both a Trick Room and a Tailwind option for our team, which goes really well with the Gyarados and Zillion. So we're very flexible in terms of speed control, which is very nice because it gives us more options in all of these different matchups. Yeah,
it's really nice having like both options there. And if anyone at home is wondering what I'm drawing right now, I'm attempting to draw a Leek.
That's actually a really good Leek.
It's definitely better than the one I tried earlier.
Yeah. I'll try to do some coloring on the side while we do this, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and now I need to do. All right, I'm just gonna delete some of the fingers on Ambipom up here because I think I need to make it look like it's kind of holding a key. So I'll do the key because Hibiki came up with a really cool idea that we could have kind of encapsulate our name Leeki with a leak. And so I was like, yeah, that's like sold on that. That is what we're doing straight away. So
is that a good purple for Ambipom?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, so we're gonna use. Can you like erase it? I actually have no idea what I'm doing, so I actually need you to get rid of that. Cool. Like, okay, there we go. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna start coloring a little bit on the side. So yeah, you were talking about gosh, just lost the track there. The thing with the key and the leak, right? I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Right. I'm kind of running out of space for the key, but
you can always Google a picture of a key.
I'm gonna Google a picture of a key
so you can like trace it. Oh god, I'm so bad. I'm actually using a mouse here, so this is gonna be really awful. It's gonna look like a 5-year-old is coloring it, but okay, a 5-year-old is probably gonna be better at it than me, but.
The Ambipoms turned out way better than what I expected, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice Ambipom. I'm proud of you.
I'm going to move the hand down a little bit because I want a bit more room to kind of do the key.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just erase this hand a little bit, and then I'm going to just make the hand a bit more down here.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm probably taking this way more serious than it needs to be.
It's like, dude, we need a cool logo. Like, the cooler logo is now, the better it's going to look once we get into Top Cut and get a high quality logo.
Yeah, that's cool. That is very true, actually.
So, once we've drafted those 4 Pokemon, we kind of hit not really a wall, but we're like, okay, where do we take it from here? Because like the 4 we had were really solid in terms of synergy and stuff. So we wanted to draft Pokemon that would take advantage of all the tools we have already. And then I think we just had this silly idea of like, oh, we could draft Blizzard. So Abomasnow was still available, Rotom Frost was still available. And, the weather is pretty big here, like most teams have some sort of weather option. And we thought, okay, Abomasnow, a good Pokemon, we could draft it, why not? Actually, Megastone was not available at the time of the draft, so we were not able to draft the Mega Abomasnow. It was basically banned because Megastone was not available yet. But regular Abomasnow is still a good Pokemon, and I think you mentioned that we were like, hey, we could just go with Rotom too, and then we have like that infamous Blizzard combo, Abomasnow Rotom.
Yeah, and like Abomasnow is like another Pokemon as well that gives us a nice option for like our Trick Room mode as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's also thanks to it like being regular Abomasnow, it has like the speed tiers. It's similar to Sylveon. We can like go, okay, we can use it in Tailwind, we can use it in Trick Room.
Yeah,
That's really good.
And we can always scarf it as well. That's
Yeah.
like something that we could kind of look at. And you know, like it's another Pokemon that, you know, it's not set on how it's run. There's not like a standard way to run it. So it's
Yeah.
nice to kind of keep our opponents guessing in that sort of way as well with it.
Yeah.
How's that key? Does that look like a key, or is that a bit wonky?
And then that looks like a key actually. That seems fine.
Should I start coloring in the leak?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, do the leak. Do you know
Okay.
what a you probably Google a leak. That actually looks like a really good leak. I'm so sure you Google it.
Why am I like? This is ridiculous to draw on a leak. It's like
This is so good. Our logo is just one big pun. It's amazing. So yeah, also what Abomasnow Rotom gives us is ground type resistances / immunities, which is gonna be big. Because I think every team has a ground type, every single one, including us, or almost every team. And for example, there's also a team that has Zygarde 50%, so with access to 1,000 arrows. Big move, which, you know, it works against flying and levitating types, so Abomasnow is gonna be big there. You know, not only by scaring it away because it's Dragon Ground, so ice type moves are gonna give it trouble, but also because it's resistant to ground type attacks. So we were really in need of a good ground type resist there, and I think Abomasnow is gonna help us a lot with that.
Yeah, it'll be really good. And
Yeah.
like one of our other picks was late on was Rhyperior, and I think like that's such a nice pairing to have together on the field
Yeah.
and the Trick Room, because they're so slow and they kind of complement each other a lot. You know, the Rhyperior kind of like
takes care of steel types.
Yeah, and like Heatran primarily because Heatran has been drafted, and I do worry about Heatran like slightly, especially for poor Abomasnow.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about this league though. We have Sylveon, Abomasnow, we have Rotom. There's like 3 Pokemon we could put Hidden Power Ground on, which is so hilarious.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we drafted Blizzard there. Probably gonna be really good in some matchups. It's also just a really good tool to like give to make opponents have to deal with it. You know, like even if it don't bring it to the battle or even to the match, people have to keep in mind that we do have that Blizzard mode, especially because it's so tricky with Rotom. You know, Rotom could be Scarfed. You could have something like Switcheroo. You know, it has a really cool move pool. Can pull off lots of shenanigans. So Rotom in general, really good Pokemon, no matter what the form.
Yeah, and it's got nice access to like stuff like Will-O-Wisp and
Will-O-Wisp. We have screens on it too. There's like so many tools it has. Could even run something like Pain Split.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
There's like so many solid tools.
Doesn't it get Snatch as well?
Yeah, it does. It does Snatch as well. So if you suspect some really could be useful against something like Team Cyrobass, which are very setup focused.
Yeah.
To snatch away their dances or whatever they're gonna come up with. Same with Team Drinking Birds. They do have the Pheromosa or Ikorio combo.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be very scary. So we had those, and then we were like, oh, we should draft Follow Me. And we realized that Magmar and Electabuzz are still available, which are probably 2 of the best Follow Me users in the game. Next to stuff like Togekiss. And, you know, our thought process was like, okay, if we draft Magmar, people are probably going to draft Electabuzz at some point. And a lot about this pick is taking away options from the opponent. Not only does having both Magmar and Electabuzz give us good options in different matchups, because, you know, Electabuzz is a really good Follow Me user for Gyarados, for example, while Magmar is really good to pair with Beedrill and Abomasnow and Rotom. So having both of those just gives us options. Like it might, like people have been saying that it might limit us a little bit because item clause is in effect for both players, so we can only put EVL on one of the 2. But that's still fine because we don't have to bring both to a match, you know.
Yeah, and I think our thought process was when we were picking them, like we were never thinking we're going to bring both these to anyway. It just kind of gives us like just nicer options against all the different teams. Like say against one team Magmar's stronger, so we can just pick that. We don't need to worry about the Electabuzz. But then again, in the same respect, against another team, the Electabuzz might be the better pick for the Follow Me user, depending on what you're kind of facing down against. So yeah, I know like a lot of people did say like, why are you picking both? It
Yeah, but they didn't know we have a plan.
Yeah, but we do. We have.
But the other thing is also that because of how those two Pokemon work in terms of base stats, they're like pretty high. Means that we could actually bring both and like give either a Sea Stone or something like a Sash or whatever to the other. Like they're not completely useless outside of not having Eviolite. So.
And they've got like Electivire's got. Electabuzz got decent. It's like base 105, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Magmar also has like base 90ish, I think. So they're both pretty fast too. So that kind of sets them apart from other Follow Me users. They actually have pretty good base stats because their Pokemon they had an evolution added later on. So they're actually pretty scary to face down, even if they don't hold an Eviolite. So like something like a surprise Sea Overheat from a Magmar is gonna deal some pretty big damage. Could be very scary.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you started coloring too a little bit. I'm actually gonna draw my thing on the Ambipom now. Because guys, I'm anime, so you know what we're gonna have? We're gonna have cat ears. Let's go. Oh boy, this is looking amazing. No, it's not, but
that's a great ear.
Yeah, like otherwise it's just gonna be you. Oh, that was terrible. Can you get rid of that one?
Yeah. Okay, wait there, 2 seconds. We need some white, don't we?
Yeah, I have no idea how all of this works. I'm literally using a mouse here, it's bad. Okay, so we have the double Follow Me users here. Gonna be super scary too. That's not white. It's gray.
Yeah, why is that gray? Damn it. Okay, this might be white.
So we drafted the Follow Me users.
That's kind of gray as well. I'm ruining this.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna do this. I got this. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. Very nice.
I need that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, because of the perspective, you know, like it's like sideways kind of.
Yeah.
Should be fine. I'm totally fine.
Does he look great? Oh no.
Oh no.
So, I just colored in his eye.
So Logo is finishing up slowly. We're also almost finished up with the draft, which is nice because now we're moving on to our last two picks. So we have to Follow Me users there. And at this point we were like, okay, we want to draft a Fake Out user. Gonna be useful in general because, you know, we have Trick Room, we have Tailwind, we have a Gyarados that could set up, we have something like Calm Mind maybe on Sylveon, so we're like, okay, Fake Out could be pretty useful. And looking at all the Pokemon, and you know, these are C-tier Pokemon, so we have one B-tier pick left, but on one C-tier pick, so looking at the other teams, the fastest Fake Out user somebody has drafted is a Raichu, I think, so 110 base speed. And looking at the options, we had stuff like Persian, which I didn't really want to have because we have a Dark type already, you know. And it doesn't really provide too much outside of... I mean, it does have good team support, but it seemed like overkill, and having a more offensive Fake Out user would be better. So it pretty much came down to either drafting Hariyama for, you know, the Trick Room mode, or we draft a fast Fake Out user that's faster than all the other Fake Out users the other teams are using, which led us to Ambipom because it's base 115. So it's gonna be the fastest Fake Out user in the multi-battle league, which is nice. That means we never have to worry about another Fake Out user being faster. And the cool thing about Ambipom is it not only does it have a very broad, you know, move pool, like it has so many different tools, but it also it's pretty strong. You can put like a lot of strong moves on it. It has like Last Resort, a bunch of other moves. It has like Knockoff for support. Thanks to Move Tours, it just has so many tools that we were like, okay, Ambipom is going to be very valuable to have. And we get some pretty cool tricks up our sleeves for it that we're probably not going to reveal here, because there's like so many things you can do with it. Like, we probably could like talk 10 minutes just about how we want to use Ambipom because it has so many different tools.
It's seriously, like, its move pool so deep. It's got like so many options, and like it's not ever going to be like a top tier, one of the best Pokemon ever, but it's like, it is a lot better than I think people are kind of writing it off and saying it's useless and not great and it looks stupid. How can you say this thing looks stupid? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of getting it into battle and using it. And I think as well, like when we were looking at Fake Out users, like Hariyama was like a really nice option to have on there, but then we kind of felt, or like, I kind of felt like it's really kind of gearing more towards Trick Room, and then we don't have like any like real speed in the team outside of speed control options, and it's nice sometimes just to have like a Pokemon that you can dump onto the battlefield that you know is going to instantly outspeed most things on the battlefield straight away.
I actually lost the Ambipom color.
No.
Oh no, what do we do?
We could have like a few shades of purple.
I guess. Why not? So yeah, so having that fast Ambipom, definitely a good choice in my opinion. I'm glad we picked it. And, like, people have been, I don't know, like nobody has really said anything about it. Like I think most people are like, okay, they have Ambipom, so what's gonna happen here? And I think that's pretty cool because, like, you know, people don't really know what to do with it yet, so it might be a pretty good surprise factor in some matchups. Okay, I think I found out Shade of Purple. It's fine.
Cool. I know Duncan hates Ambipom.
Yeah.
Well, he hates the design.
But then again, Duncan is salty that we got the Magmar because I think he wanted it.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
yeah.
I'm so pleased that we got, but it's like being a bit greedy, but
yeah,
like,
sure, man.
I think like out of all of our picks, I'm super happy with like our whole team, to be honest. Like, I don't think there's like much I would kind of change with like the picks that we had that were available to us, and I don't know.
Interestingly, the other teams actually picked Electivire and Magmortar, so I actually forced Duncan to go over to Magmortar by picking Magmar.
Yeah.
Which is arguably not too bad. Like, they're still good Pokemon as well. They're just less bulky because they can't use Eviolite, but they're still gonna be strong Follow Me users to watch out for. So yeah.
Oh man.
We're actually gonna move over to our last pick here, which is gonna be Rhyperior. So we needed a ground type, pretty obviously, because ground type's just really good in general. There's stuff like Heatran running around. It just felt like having ground type would be good, and we actually had two options we were looking at. They're both very similar. We had the Rhyperior, but the first thing we were looking at was actually Marowak. They have both very similar roles. Like, they both have Lightning Rod available to them, which is nice, of course, because it's gonna help protecting Gyarados a little bit better. And they're both super strong in terms of damage output. So Marowak with the Thick Club, obviously, gonna be super strong. And the Rhyperior, you know, you could give it a Z move or damage boosting item, but you know, ultimately I think what's sold as in Rhyperior is the fact that you're way more flexible in terms of items. You have a much broader move pool. You have, like, you know, some different tools you can use, and you also have other very useful abilities available to it. The Marowak has other abilities too, but the ones like Solid Rock is a really good one, and also
really good,
what's the other one called that boosts moves with recoil, I think, but is it like Rockhead or something? Reckless, yeah.
Or Rockhead, yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, actually, don't really, but you can already see there which ability we're favoring here. Obviously, it's going to be Lightning Rod and Solid Rock here. Yeah, that does have Reckless, actually, yeah. So, could even have something like Head Smash and have even more damage there. So, yeah, it gets Elemental Punches, it gets Mega Horn. There's just a lot of tools, and you can put a lot of cool items on it. Like I said, you have boosting items, you have Z-Move, you have Assault Vest, so it's gonna be very, you know, like, it just fits the theme of the team in a way that we have, you know, lots of different options. And, you know, we can build, like, each week we can build our team very, very differently. That's what I like so much about our draft, that, like, no week is gonna be the same for us, pretty much. There's just, like, so many different things we can do with every single one of our Pokemon. I think, like, the most static Pokemon is gonna be, like, Beedrill. That's, like, the only one that's gonna be a bit more straightforward than the others, but all the others can be very, very different each week.
Yeah. Do you want the ears colored in a different color? Do you want, like...
The cat ears? Yeah, I'm not sure what we want to do with those, actually, in terms of color. Maybe you can think of something here that would look nice.
You could make them, like, a nice pink color.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like a bright pink or something.
Yeah. Actually sounds really cool. So yeah, that's...
Little, like, black tips on them, like, at the top.
Yeah, that sounds cute. You do you. I'm doing the coloring.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna finish up the rest of the body. So guys, let us think what you think about our draft in the comment section below, of course. We really want to hear from you guys. What do you think our team how our team is. Like if you think it's good, if you think it's bad, if you agree with what we're saying. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe you can teach us something about our draft we don't know.
Yeah, that would be really cool to hear what you guys think, especially
Yeah.
like, yeah, stuff that you think we're missing, and like stuff that you might want to see us kind of take into battle strategy wise and stuff like that. It's always like really cool to hear like what other people think, because like we've kind of put the team together with certain things in mind, and there's definitely we've probably like overlooked. So there's definitely it'd be cool to hear what your opinions are at home.
Yeah, also make sure, so as I said, there's a fan Discord, there's a Google Sheet for fans as well where you can look at the schedule and stuff, so yeah, make sure to follow it closely, and I hope you guys will support us each week, because we really need your support. There's also a shop that's selling hoodies and t-shirts with that super cool Latias logo on it. We're gonna put all of these links in the description below, so
yeah,
you'll have access to everything there.
And definitely grabbing a hoodie. The hoodie looks.
I already grabbed one of the hoodies. I already ordered it. I'm like, hey, that's a hoodie. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
big on hoodies.
amazing. Looks so cool.
Yeah,
I love
the logo is really good. I'm so happy we have this logo. It's perfect for this league. So what?
Really good. This is looking pretty good. I'm like,
yeah, you did a really good job there. I'm amazed. I was already like very desperate because I'm like, okay, I can't draw. I hope Lee can draw, otherwise we'll have a huge problem here. But this is actually turning out super well. Shoutouts to your girlfriend for the Wacom.
Yeah, my concentration through this whole thing. Sorry guys, I'm not really speaking very much. I'm just concentrating so much. I'm like, I've got to get this right. I've got to get this right.
Gotta set priorities, man. We're gonna have a kick-ass logo for that, so.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, you do the coloring. I'm actually super slow on this.
No, that's fine. If we both do it, we'll probably kind of meet halfway, and then it'll be done. Because it's like nearly done now, I guess.
Yeah.
But then we've got to write Team Leeki, haven't we? I think.
Oh yeah, we gotta write it somewhere. It's true. Probably the bottom right corner looking good here somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Do you want to do that?
I guess I could. Can you actually? You can't actually write. So I have to like. Okay.
Yeah, you have to draw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it here. Do you want to have it in like a specific color? Something.
I don't mind, man.
I think we have like a reddish color on the Discord, so we're gonna use that.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to check whether or not. I think it's more like it's like. Let me see. Team Leeki is okay. It's more like. It's not red. It's more like. It's not purple either. I'm really bad at color. Oh, actually, I have like the thing around that tints my screen, so I should probably disable that for a second.
That'll be good, dude. It'll be good. Whatever you do. Great.
I'm really bad with colors, though. Okay, I think that's fine.
I really want to put like a heart somewhere on this because I feel like Andy Pom needs some like love.
You can like put it above it, like, you know.
Should we do a little heart above its head?
Yeah, you can do that, sure.
Like a pink heart?
Yeah, make it pink, man. You do you. Okay, so I'm gonna do a hashtag Team Leeki.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta write sideways now, so.
I feel like the heart's gonna be. Oh no, the heart's turned out alright. Okay, it's not too bad.
So we didn't really go over team matchups, but I don't think there's many team matchups that we're actually afraid of. It's just gonna be very interesting, you know, to come up with tags and movesets and stuff for each week. So I think that's gonna be a bit of a challenge with our draft because it is so. All of these Pokemon are so versatile and flexible that we have to think very hard about, okay, what do we want to do each week. So our first matchup is gonna be the Blue Honeys on like for the first week. The thing I'm most afraid of for that matchup is them writing a diss track about us. That's like the actual thing I'm afraid of, but in terms of the matchup, I'm pretty confident. I think that we can take it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got a really good matchup. Like, there's a few things to be careful of, but I think we'll be all right. I think it's a fun match. So definitely make sure you check it out when it's when it's up, guys. Because
Yeah.
when are we playing? Is it next Saturday?
Yeah, it's gonna be up. Yeah, it's gonna be up in a week from now. So Saturday the 13th, and team building video on the 12th, of course.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure to watch it as well, so you know a little bit about why we choose certain things about our team for the matchup.
I think our team building videos are going to be like...
They're going to be super fun, right?
Yeah. And a bit crazy, because you got some like really cool picks. So I think it's going to be like really fun to do the team building. Like, we've had a lot of fun already, like just throwing ideas around.
Yeah.
Stuff after the draft and things. There's a little heart. That looks alright, do you reckon?
That's super cool. I'm amazed. That's amazing. Okay, I think I'm done with the writing too.
I think I'm done with the ambulance. It looks kind of cool.
So that's a logo. If I've ever seen one. That's really good. Wow, yeah, I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we did a good job. We did definitely a good job.
Really good.
It looks like the key's a bit wonky, but
that's fine. It looks really good, man. You did a great job.
Got the cat ears in.
We've got the cat ears in.
We've got a heart. We've got a monkey with two hand tail things. What's not to like?
It's perfect. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think that's gonna wrap up the video because we're already above 30 minutes. So it's pretty long. Hope you guys were watching until the end, learned a little bit about our draft, about our thoughts behind it, and I hope you enjoyed the logo because I really like it. So good job there, Lee.
Yeah, thanks as well, Hibiki. That's like your input has been priceless here. The coloring is the
Right, so we got a really nice Ambicom here. Yeah, so make sure to go in the fan Discord, show your support for hashtag Team Leeki. Really looking forward to talking to you guys. I'm hanging out in Discord a lot. Lee, probably not so much. You're not hanging out on Discord too much, but
yeah, we'll be in there next week.
We'll be in there.
Yeah, I'll be in and around next week. So, and then a couple of weeks after, like a week after next week, I'll be around a lot more. So, yeah, I just got like lots of other things going on at the minute. So, the chip down there, and I will hop on. So, get involved, guys.
Get involved, yeah.
Out with you, and yeah, I'm super hyped. The logo looks amazing, and yeah. Looking forward to getting started with the battles. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm so looking forward to battling finally. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so much fun playing with you and playing with this team. So
yeah, I think that's like the big thing. Like I think like when like we got together as a team, I was like really excited because like it's good. I always like your battling style and like your team building.
You're so nicely. Stop it, you. All right, so
really good combination. But yeah, stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned, guys. We got this. So make sure to follow the Multi-Battle League. Make sure to follow the Twitter. That's the most important thing. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. We're gonna put all the info down in the description below. And yeah, that's gonna be it. And we will see you guys for our team building video on Friday.
Cool. See you guys then. Bye.
Bye.